Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast, a fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. As always, like, subscribe, follow, whether on YouTube, Apple Podcast, or Spotify, and on Instagram, TikTok, and X as well. Thank you to those who have recently subscribed to the podcast, as well as those that are following on social media. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yes, it is a very happy Wednesday, Monday. It is a good Monday night. United coming away with a 4-1 win over Wolves. As you know, in my preview, I did discuss this game as a trap game for United. Wolves, who only have 2 points in the league, only 2 draws, coming into Monday night, where United, who, as much as when you look at what they've done recently, they have not played the best on the pitch. So going to this game, you're looking at a team that is struggling very well, not very well. Very well is poor words. Struggling very badly. We're a team that, as much as we are getting draws and some wins, we're still not playing what's best. And would today's game cover up those errors that we've been experiencing? The answer is no. Some of those errors were there. And against Wolves, who have been struggling, the Wolves still had opportunities. They did score a goal in extra in the first half with mistakes due to us. There were times in the second half that they had opportunities to move. Some shots were there. There were times where we let them in. And unfortunately, like, if that was any other team, yes, that the whole game would not be like the way it was today. We took advantage on some of their errors. That's what we got. We had, Bruno had a great game. Everyone played very well. From the back and to the front, the midfield is still an issue. I'm not going to take that away. It's still there. Lamens had 2 shots on target. One of them was a goal, and one of them he couldn't defend. But there were difficulties in the game today, to say the least. So, but in the end, we got away with we got the win. We got 3 points. United are in a good spot. We're in the top 6. It's great. I'm going to do my player ratings later. But again, looking at everything, like, Man United has their stumbles. The first goal, again, the pass from Cunha to Bruno, you're seeing that going in. And then we had Mbeumo getting his goal, Bruno assisting Mount's goal, and then Bruno getting the penalty. Overall, I was happy with the win. But like I mentioned, some of the stuff that I saw in the game, like, the win doesn't take away everything. The midfield was still difficult. The goal that they scored, it was on the mid, Casemiro and Bruno. Some of you might judge my player rankings with what happened today. Listen, everyone, again, like I said, everyone did play well. We had our troubles, but I don't want to sound negative off of 3 points. But we are playing Bournemouth next week, and if we play the way we did today with Bournemouth, we're gonna struggle and potentially lose. And we don't want that. We don't want that loss, but we can't let teams in. We can't let teams move. But that midfield has to have control. That midfield needs to be better. And we'll see what happens after Bournemouth, or with Bournemouth, because, again, like I've mentioned before, we have AFCON coming up, and we'll be losing players. So, but that midfield needs work. It really does. I don't care that we won 4-1. It still was a struggle today. One person who I was happy with was Aiden Heaven. I thought he did very well. No Matthias de Ligt, still out with an injury. I thought he would have been back today. My lineup was very similar to him. The only similar to what Ruben Amorim put in, The only difference is I didn't have Aiden Heaven starting, and you had Mateus. I had Mateus Delit because I thought he would have been back for today, but he's still out. So hopefully we have him back for next week, or at least the weekend after that. Hopefully Benjamin Sesko's back soon as well. But again, Aiden Heaven, Mazraoui, Shaw was fine in the back, especially for a second start together. I thought he played very well. Couple errors, but he is young. But I was very happy with his play today. Shaw, you can say up and down. He's been consistent. A little bit better than what he was prior, but still had his struggles. And Mazraoui was just fantastic. If we were to do a back three, I would love to have Yoro, Delit, and Heaven, or Licha, Delit, and Mazraoui. Just Mazraoui just brings something to that defensive side, so it's great to have him there. Don't get me wrong; sometimes he's decent. Excuse me, he's decent as a back, but there are times there where he has struggled as wing back, but he does a nice piece there. But the one thing that's good is the rotation, getting Lisandro Martinez back. His minutes have gone up from the last game. So having him come in and get at least just over 20, 25, or probably about nearly 30 minutes. Yeah, it was about 30 minutes because extra 9 minutes of extra time. So having him there for 30 minutes does make a difference. That's getting him there. Hopefully we have him starting soon, especially with the matchups coming up. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll wait and see. We have games coming up and players right now with injuries, but having him coming off the bench has been great. The question is now, when we lose Ahmad, Mazraoui, are we going to see Lisandro Martinez starting? We're going to be Lenny Yoro back. Harry Maguire hopefully will be back. So depth is very key for those. But the question is, what are we going to do at wing back? Would you move Luke Shaw to there? Would we move Delo to the right? Which is probably going to happen. Or Dorgu's going to get some starts. Well, we can. That's just for future games. But in the end, today I was happy with the back three. They played very well. Again, I'll be doing my ratings, but yeah, the back three did well. Starting again. Obviously, West Ham wasn't the best, like I mentioned when I did my West Ham preview. Heaven getting subbed off after half may have impacted the subs for what Amram wanted to do, because he did take that early yellow a couple minutes into the game, but definitely played a lot better today, especially off the start for him too. So again, I'm happy with his minutes. Again, having Martinez come back and seeing what he was doing was great as well. So, and yeah, but it was important. But again, we were playing Wolves, a team that's been struggling. But again, like I said earlier on, the win today does not cover up everything. It doesn't hide everything that we have issues with. The issues were still there from what I saw. And again, I don't want to be negative over a win. I'm happy with the 3 points, but there still are struggles. There are. But this is a game that we had to win. This is a game we couldn't afford to lose. But we need to start stepping up and start getting things ready for the squad too. So we just got to be patient, take time. We'll see what the windows should be opening up soon. Actually, we're not too far from the window opening up. So actually, let me just check that. I want to confirm winter transfer window. So let me just take a look here. It will open up on Thursday, January 1st. So New Year's Day. So we're a couple weeks, at least 3 weeks away. Just over 3 weeks away from having the window open up. And then we'll see what they do for that. But yeah. Again, I was happy with the attack. like I mentioned, my lineup prediction was basically just, again, Delit and Heaven switched out. But I was happy with that front three, similar to what we started off with at the beginning of the year. So it's always good to see Mount score the way the Mount played. Again, our 210s getting a goal, Cunha getting an assist. Would love to. Cunha had opportunities. Everyone had opportunities. The one person that was, and this isn't really a hate thing on Ahmad. The one thing I did notice is when he's in the box in theirs. I know he uses his feet and try to make those plays, but sometimes I notice him not being selfish, but just trying to do everything on his own and trying to score. And I know people want stats, and you know, it's all about stats and statistics, but the extra reads, the extra movement, that would help a lot more. So that's the one thing too. I noticed that a couple times, even in the second half, he wasn't making the read to the open man, or making the extra pass. He was trying to take himself, trying to take on three guys. But that's the one thing I've noticed a little bit this season. We know he can score. We know he can move. We've seen him take control of a game. Obviously, last year when he scored 3 goals just on his own to help us win. But at the same time, too, I understand when a lot of people are scoring, you want to score. You're seeing that there. You want opportunities, especially before you're going on a break for international. But realistically, just the last couple of games, maybe this season too, Ahmad should be making those extra. He shouldn't be making those extra moves. He needs to make that extra pass, that extra read going forward. But it has been a struggle. It has been a concern of mine. And today I really noticed it really bad, especially when you're playing Wolves. I know you want to get as many goals and win up big, but when you have those opportunities, especially when we're at a tie, especially there, like you want to make sure when we're in those moments there that you have. Don't get me wrong, we took the lead a couple minutes into the second half, but there were opportunities there where you want to make sure you're trying to extend the lead, but they had open chances. But you have to make sure, like, again, trying to take on 3 when all you have to do is to get a pass down low to Mbeumo or make a cross to the middle to like Cunha or Bruno or Casemiro or your striker. You want to make sure you're getting those opportunities. So, player ratings. Yes, it is time to do my player ratings. So, let me just pull up what I have here. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Something's not happening. Nope, I'm good. Okay. Aiden Heaven, I'm going to go with a 7.2. Mazraoui, 7.2. Shaw, 7. Like I said, the back 3 played well today. Cunha, 7. Obviously with the assist, but he did play well. I know the pressure was there to be back. Delot, 6.5. Played very well. Bruno, 7.5. The goal, again, that was on the mid, not just him, but Casemiro as well. But 2 goals and assists for Bruno. Played very well. But again, the defensive side was there. Casemiro, 6. Played well, but again, the goal, the movement, it came from the middle. It's going to be on them. Mount, who played very well. Again, I thought he played great all game. 7.5. Mbeumo, 7.3. Ahmad, 6.7. He did play well. And again, just those small little things, but 6.7 to me. Lemon, 6.2. 2 shots. His ball distribution was fine. 2 shots. One of them went in. Like it was a quiet day for him. Martinez coming on 6.1, Dorgu 6, Euro 6, Manu 6, Xerxes 6. I was quite happy with everything, the substitutions. Happy that Manu got minutes, happy that Licha got minutes. I'm ecstatic that they got that opportunity to be back. So, but overall, again, I'm happy with the win. I know the episode's going to make me sound like I was more down because of what I was watching, but again, the win doesn't hide everything that is going on with the team. It just gets things going. So the squad still needs time. We still need to add pieces. But again, we're happy with the win. 3 points. We have to start getting in the right moments. We have big games coming up. Bournemouth, Villa. We're back at Wolves again. We have Newcastle as well. So we have some very important games, some very big matchups where we have to be able to control the middle, move the ball well, depth, everything in them as well. We have the FA Cup third round. We're playing Brighton. That's in January too. So we have a cup competition as well. So we're going to be in certain points where we're going to need players as well, and everyone needs to be in the right position. So, yeah, let me know what you think. But overall, I'm, again, happy with the win. 3 points. You got to look at the positives of that. So that's it for today's episode of the podcast. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, whether on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, and then following on social media as well. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast. Glory, Man United.